We start thinking about Christmas and getting gifts, but also making sure we can do it on a budget and being wise. Today's video is going to be a good one. As you're eating some turkey and dressing over the next few days, you start thinking about Black Friday and how you're going to save money as you start buying gifts this year. Well, let's talk about 5 gifts, survival prepping style gifts that you can purchase off Amazon for under $100 altogether. And it can start a good journey for you to be wiser in the decisions we make. A lot of times when we buy things, it's junk, toys, all this stuff that is not going to do us any good. But hopefully these 5 things you can put up, stockpile, and take care of your family while doing it on a budget and being wise. So today's video is going to be a good one, guys, and hopefully it will help you start this journey. Let's jump right into it. Today's video starts right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Max. If you're new to our channel, go down here, press subscribe and ring the bell. Give us a thumbs up or down, but let us know what you think about this video. We know this is a busy week for you. You may be cooking for your family. I hope that you are spending time with your family on Thanksgiving week, but also it helps us think about what is the next holiday. We want to be thankful during this time, but also being smart on decisions we're making as we buy gifts or to stockpile for ourselves, and doing it on a budget and being wise while we're doing it. So let's jump into these 5 things that you can purchase off Amazon. It can also be good for your budget, but these are gifts that make sense and hopefully will start a journey for you to be good stewards with your money. So let's jump into these 5 things right now. So number 1 is right here. This is a survival pack. It's gonna have just a little bit of everything. But say you're trying to start someone out and thinking the right way. Maybe you need a secondary kit to put in your car. Maybe you're just needing a good dad gift. Well, this could be it. This kit is only $34.49. It's gonna have some multi-tools in it. It's gonna have some basic first aid. It's even gonna have a few tools like a little makeshift shovel. It's gonna have a knife in it. It's gonna have some cordage in it. It's gonna have a whistle. It's just a good little basic survival kit. Now, all these things, you can buy an American version of this and you can make your own. And you know, these bags can go from $30 to $500. But let's start off simple. Number 1 would be this little basic survival kit for $34. Put it up in your car or have for your dad gift or your brother gift, but it's a good way to start survival prepping on a good budget. Number 2 is a Go Time Life Tent. This is for emergency capabilities. It is a 2-person tent. Again, putting with that little survival bag, you can hook it to the side. It actually has a clipping mechanism on it. And we're talking about these 2 things together. It's only can fit in your hands like this big. But this is a way that you can have shelter. You have the emergency supplies in the first one. Now you're on the road to building a little survival kit to get you out of tough times. This will also be good to just put in your car. These few gadgets for under $100, $100 investment. Most people spend that much at a restaurant to feed a family of 4 to 6 people. So this would be a wiser way to spend your money instead of getting a gift certificate that doesn't do anything, or maybe a food gift certificate that they're gonna, you know, put in the toilet a few days later. So number 2 would be a life tent, 2-man tent. You can make it snuggle up and get cozy next to your spouse. I would like to do that with my wife as well. This is a good gadget to buy for $15. Number 2, tent. Number 3 is going to be bleed stop. Now this is something that you can put, and it's really a clotting agent. It goes into first aid. We push this stuff because it's just good. You know, if something ever happens and you're on the roads, or something ever happens, you're in the woods, it's good to have something to be able to cauterize the bleeding. This is just a way that emergency-wise can maybe get you back to safety. It's just a good thing to have for your survival equipment. I have a video on a full medical supplies. Misty goes over everything in detail. As a registered nurse, you can build your medical supply, I mean, for thousands and thousands and thousands. But let's start small. You've got the first aid kit on number 1. Now you've got a number 3 as a bleed stop or quadrant to make sure you can stop bleeding until you get somewhere safe. It's a really good add to your first aid. Actually, I hear ambulance way in the background. And this bleed stop is now adding to your budget of $14.99. This would be a good add for your first aid. Number 4 is going to be a LifeStraw. Now I know there's other companies, but this is good. This is a last resort effort to say I need to try to find a way to filter or clean water. A LifeStraw is $12.97 to add to this little budget. You can look at other filtration systems. You can boil your water. We're talking about 5 things under $100, and this would be a great filter to have. Is this, you know, something that I would want to use every day to go to this local creek that's right beside my house. No, I'm just saying it's a good thing to have for survival and prepping, to make sure you have clean water. If you can't boil it, number 4 would be a LifeStraw, $12.97. It's a good thing to have. We've talked about this little solar charger power bank in other videos. This thing is only $19.98. This will allow you to at least be able to charge some things up. Maybe you're using a watch for GPS. Maybe you're using your phone for GPS. Maybe you're just needing to make a call. Maybe you're charging a little radio to hear what the weather's going to be. This is a way that you can have a small amount of electricity in the woods, in your car, camping. Maybe you don't have a strong enough battery to make a phone call for safety to get you out of a bad situation. We keep a few of these. We actually have some in our bug out supply. We actually have some in the cars because you never know what may happen. One time we've had a car just literally stop, and it was just something so minor, but that little predicament, say I had a phone that did not have charge and all of a sudden my car wouldn't crank, this is a way that you can plug it up, get a little charge to your phone or whatever you're using, and then you can get to safety. This gadget is under $20, $19.98. So we're gonna add these up and I'm gonna show you exactly what this will cost. So the total of these 5 gadgets are $98.34. So that is pretty cheap. Now that is free shipping because again, these are all prime things. These are all rated at 4.5 or 5, their little rating system. But now you may have a little tax. So this may be more right over $100, but the supplies are very good to have. Now, you would need to add to this. Don't think you are ready to prep and survive on these 5 gadgets, but these are good to start, maybe to give to your son, to give to your dad, to give to your brother, to say, you know what, we need to be more prepared. $100 is still a lot of money, but the sad reality is $100 is so easy to spend on junk. Think about maybe spending it on things that could help us make wise decisions and maybe get us more prepared to take care of our family. Hope this video helps. Remember, this time is all about thankfulness and understanding that we cannot take for granted the blessings that we have. My goal is always to show you hope and wisdom, and ultimately we live in a fallen world, but we can always find peace in being thankful for what we have, being thankful for our family, our health, and of course our loving Father who gave us life in Jesus. Thank you so much for watching this. God bless. Have a wonderful time on Thanksgiving, and don't go too crazy and stress out on Black Friday. Buy these survival preps for your family member or for yourself. $100 well spent. Guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless. Happy homesteading, y'all.